Today, my name is Kinofer Andalar Cruz and I want to present to you about the legal basis of the National Service Training Program.
What is the legal basis of the National Service Training Program, or NSTP? The National Service Training Program Law, or RA 9163, also known as an act establishing the National Service Training Program for tertiary level students, amending for the purpose Republic Act No. 7077 and the Presidential Decree No. 706, and for the other purposes was enacted last January 2002 to amend the expanded ROTC. What are the components of the NSTP? Reverse Officers Training Corps, or ROTC, refers to the program component institutionalized under Section 38 and 39 of Republic Act No. 7077, designed to provide military training to motivate, train, organize, and mobilize them to the national defense preparedness. Civic Welfare Training Service, or CWTS, refers to the program component or activities contributory to the general welfare and the betterment of life for the members of the community of the enhancement of its facilities, especially those devoted to improving health, education, environment, safety, recreation, and the moral of the citizen of the social welfare service. Literacy Training Service (LTS) refers to the program component designed to train the student to teach literacy and numeracy skills to school children, out of school youth, and the other segment of society in needs of their services. Who are covered by the NSTP law? All incoming freshman student, male, female, starting school year 2002-2003, enroll in any baccalaureate and at least 2 years technical, vocational, or associate courses are required to complete one NSTP component of their choice as a graduation requirement. All higher and technical vocational education institutions must at least offer one of the NSTP components. What is the duration and equivalent course unit of each of the NSTP component? Each of the NSTP components shall be undertaken for an academic period for 2 semesters, for 54 to 90 training hours per semester. It shall be credited for 3 units per semester. What fee shall be charged to the student taking any of the NSTP components? No other fee shall be collected except basic tuition fees, which should not be more than 50% of the charge of the school per academic unit. Who are covered by the suspension of the ROTC requirement? The completion of ROTC training as a requisite for graduation is set aside for students who are complete all their academic requirements for their respective course as certified by the school on or before the effectivity of the NSTP Act of 2001, which is March 23, 2002. The concerned student may apply for graduation in their respective school. What happened to male students who are currently enrolled and have not taken nor completed the ROTC requirements for graduation? Male students who are not covered by Section 12 of this rule are not currently enrolled but have not taken any of the military service, civil welfare service, or law enforcement service shall be covered by the NSTP law. Male students who have completed 2 semesters of the expanded ROTC or National Service Program are deemed to have complied with the NSTP requirements. Male students who are not covered by Section 12 of this rule and have taken 1 semester of basic ROTC or EROTC shall take any of the NSTP component to qualify for graduation. Students who want to qualify for enlistment in the ROTC program shall undertake a special program for the purpose. How are clustering and cross-enrollment done? Clustering of the student from different education institutions during semester or summer period may be done for any of the NSTP component. taking into account logistic. Branch of the service of geographical location, the host school shall be responsible in managing the program. Schools that do not meet the required number of the student to maintain the option ROTC and any of NSTP component or do not offer the component chosen by the student shall allow their student to cross-enroll in other school irrespective of whether such school is under the SHED or TESDA. And in the case of the student taking the ROTC component irrespective of whether the 2 semesters shall be taken from different schools whose ROTC is managed by different branches of service of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. What is NSTP One Summer Program? NSTP One Summer Program is created under RA 9163 or the NSTP Act of 2001. Especially Section 6 is jointly devised, formulated and adopted by DND, SHED, and TESDA. NSTP OSP is established for the 3 components, ROTC, CWTS, and LTS. This is intended for graduating student of baccalaureate of at least 2 years technical vocational or associate courses who have yet to comply with the NSTP as a requirement for graduation, as well as for students thus allow them to concentrate on the academic subject and other curricular concerns. What is the National Service Reserve Corps? NSRC is created under Section 11 or RA 92163 or the NSTP Act of 2001. Composed the graduates of the non-ROTC component, the CWTS and LTS member of the Corps may be staffed by the state of the literacy and civil welfare activities through the joint effort of DND, SHED, and TESDA.